So I'm in a different location than my other videos. I'm in the garage with the door closed in my car. So yeah, I'm branching out from my little loft office area, and I'm now going to do a video in the garage where it's dark. And hope I say something. Oh, I know why I'm doing it here. I just figured it out because I'm talking about shadow work. Okay. Does anybody know what that is? Like, have you heard of that? It's when you have parts of you that you deny. And like, for instance, one of my shadows is like selfishness. When I was told I was selfish when I was young, I thought I was a really, really bad person. Like, I, under no circumstance, could be a selfish person, because then I wasn't being my Christian self, and I wasn't being a good person, and I was letting people down, and they were going to like reject me and abandon me. No way. So what I did was I created this identity of I'm never selfish. I'm always selfless. And even if it kills me, I'm going to give. I'm going to please, because that's the only way I'm going to find that I'm loved, because I earn it. Baby, I earn this. So if you can understand that that's not really a healthy way to relate to life, and that what happens is when you deny parts of yourself, like if I deny the fact that sometimes it's okay to be selfish, like if I want a job, I better be speaking out for myself. If I want to get ahead with my grades, I better selfishly do the work. I better selfishly do whatever I need to do to make sure that I'm getting my life together the way I want my life to go. People will look at you maybe and say you're being selfish, but that's just self-love. I just love myself enough to try to get a job, and I have to compete with these other people. I don't want to compete with them, but I just have to. That's the way life is. It's not selfish. It's just self-full. It's soulful. It's what you have to do. But when you're living like you're too selfish or inconsiderate, and you're denying it, you're pushing those parts down, and you're trying not to be like, you're overcompensating and going like, I am the most considerate person. Well, then there's going to be a lot of people that come to you and they're really super selfish, self-absorbed, inconsiderate, or whatever your bad shadow aspect is that you really can't stand. People are going to show up and do it. It's going to trigger you, right? It's going to be like push all your buttons. You're going to be like, oh my God, he's so selfish. He's so inconsiderate. I hate him. Because it's a part of you that you're denying. And that's a part of you that you couldn't stand to have if you looked at yourself and said, I am inconsiderate sometimes. You might just be like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. You couldn't handle it. So I'm asking you to handle it, right? Like, I'm just saying, write down the things that trigger you about what people do. Like, go through a list of it, right? And then just look at those things and think of times you've been those ways. Or if you can't think of any, just think, well, maybe I am this way toward myself. Maybe I'm selfish toward myself. Maybe I'm inconsiderate toward myself. Like, when I don't honor my feelings and be in truth with who I am and how I'm feeling, that's not very considerate of myself. I'm not considering my feelings. I'm being inconsiderate about my feelings and my truth. So in that respect, you can probably find all those things on your list that relate to how you treat yourself. And then that's when you forgive yourself. So the way you integrate your shadow, I don't know if you've ever heard of that term, is you forgive yourself for doing those things. Like, if you decided you're not a judgmental person, but everyone you know is so judgmental, it's just going to piss you off, right? Well, then you want to go and you want to have it on your list. You want to be like, have I ever judged anyone? No, I've never judged anyone. Okay, that's probably a lie. But if that's the lie and the denial you need to be in, that's fine. Have I ever judged myself? Well, I bet you can come up with a few times you've judged yourself. I mean, we all can. So forgive yourself for that. And you see how dark this car is getting? This garage just got darker because we're talking about shadows. I love it. It's like ambiance. So that's how you do shadow work. It's kind of easy. I mean, it's not. It's not easy because, you got to uncover the crap you don't like. But just observe. Watch the people in your world, the people that piss you off. And then, like, you'll go, let me write that down. I hate it when people yawn. I don't know. I hate it when people talk down to me. I feel when they think they're better than me. I hate that. I'll write that down. Just go through, compile a list, like spend like a few days or a week just observing and writing down every time someone pisses you off. Then go to the list and go, have I ever done this to anyone I know? No? Have I done it to myself? No? Well, I probably have done it to myself or somebody else at some point, but I can't remember any times. So I'm just going to like skip that one. Still knowing that if it's pissing you off, it's probably about you. You're probably doing it too. And then you just go down this list and you just ask yourself, who have I done this to? And most of them are going to probably be to yourself. I mean, honestly, but you'll be the judge of that. And then you can just say, I forgive myself. I didn't know better. Because really, that's the glory and the beauty of forgiveness. We didn't know better, or we would have done better. We didn't know why we were doing it, but we did it anyway, because that's the way life is. And then once you get to that point of really just settling that out in yourself, like it's neutral. Like, I didn't know I did it. I didn't mean to do it. Didn't want to hurt myself or anyone else. I swear I didn't. Then you're at a place of forgiveness. And then your shadow can integrate and you'll feel more whole. So it sounds easy. It's not. It's simple, but it's not easy. So let me know if you have any questions about this in the comments, okay? Bye.